Okay, so I definitely know what you mean because this is definitely one of my gifts. I always dream when people are gonna get pregnant. It's gotten to the point where people get mad at me for dreaming about them. And I'm like, it's not my fault. I have dreamt that my cousins were pregnant. I've literally dreamt that like before my whole family has gone pregnant, all my cousins or their wives or their husband, well, not their husbands, but all their wives or when they're gonna get pregnant. I've dreamt it all and I let them know beforehand and they're like, no. And then they find out a few months later they got pregnant. I've dreamt that friends are pregnant. I've dreamt that people that I'm not even friends with anymore were pregnant. I've told my friends and then they come back and they're like, oh, by the way, this person's pregnant. I dream it all the time. One time I dreamt that my cousin's wife was going to get pregnant and they were like, no, he's getting his snip. No, we're not doing that. But then his brother ended up passing away and we all ended up having to go to Puerto Rico last minute and he had to cancel his appointment and he couldn't get it done. And then that's the trip where she got pregnant. And she got pregnant right after that. And I was like, yep, I called it. So I have screenshots of all this, but it would take forever to find. But I have screenshots of every time I predicted that somebody is pregnant because I dreamt with it. And yeah, everybody gets mad at me for it. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Besides that, so my premonition dreams, I've had dreams about the future. I've had dreams about the past. I've had dreams of when the beginning of the end started. I can tell you guys that too. Like the whole process of like what led us to the end of the world as we know it, everything that had to happen. I've dreamt that. I've dreamt of what's gonna come. I've dreamt of other dimensions, other realities. And when I was in high school, it started in high school. I started dreaming stuff before they happened. I remember one time I dreamt of a fight that happened in a hallway. Went to school the next day. As I'm walking to class from lunch, I saw the same exact fight happen in front of me. And I was like, I just dreamt this. And so it got to the point where I could decipher the dreams that were premonitions and the dreams that were just like regular dreams. Some of them just felt so real that I'm like, this is definitely gonna happen. They stick with me as core memories. I also would like write them down if they were really, impactful. Lately, my dreams have been really vivid and I do definitely feel like I'm entering other realities or that I'm like connecting with other versions of myself in other parallel universes. If if we live in a multi-universe and there are other versions of us, which this is a theory, then I am connecting with them too. I have seen myself in like different lives. As a kid, I used to have a recurring dream that I died by, I was sitting in a car in a cliff in front of my grandma's house in Puerto Rico and the car went backwards and I fell off the cliff and that's how I died. So I used to have that recurring dream as a kid like all the time. So I don't know if that's a memory that really happened or I don't know. But yeah, a lot comes to me in my dreams.